Well, we're back here. We're on location. We're on a field trip today. Dave Awney here with Sarah from a Helping Hand thrift store, and we're at the Woodshop.
We are.
It's just kind of fun to see what you do. You know, in the last few weeks we've been talking about the many different products that you've brought in, different furniture items, and whether it be donated or built actually here.
Yep.
But this is where it all happens.
This is where all the magic happens. Yes, we're having a lot of fun. I know when you came in you said, I love the smell in here. We got fresh cedar wood in here, and we're doing all kinds of fun stuff. This is one of the pieces that we're working on right now. We have actually a lady, a professional painter. She's been painting since the 60s. Comes in and donates her time and hand paints all these little intricate pieces on here. And and then here's some of the birdhouses that we've been working on. It's just so much fun working with these different woods and stuff. We were talking about the one board has so many different colors and so many different varieties, and just a lot of fun.
And we were talking how it is so nice to see wood being repurposed and reused and things. So many times in the past, things were just discarded. And that's sad. You think, well, you know, of course, the basement and the garage kind of shows it, but you hate to part with just about anything anymore.
That's right.
And one person's lost kind of item is someone else's very huge treasure. Right,
and we were talking about even with the barn wood and stuff. Pretty soon, is there even going to be these old barns to tear down, or are they all going to be gone?
So, but it's just a change that we all live with and deal with and whatnot. But you have all of these items that eventually then make their way to the Helping Hand thrift store downtown Detroit Lakes.
That's right, and actually we just brought a shipment of the different birdhouses in this morning. They're so much fun. Each one we try to do a little something different. Like this one we have a little chimney on with a little perch, and then this one's got more of the rustic, but then we're also doing hand bent pieces out of metal so that we can make each piece have its own little character.
Okay, so, and these are the kinds of things that you might find at a craft fair come spring and summer, but people are able to find them all year long at the thrift store downtown.
That's right. Yep, it's exciting.
Oh, just neat things, what your people can come up with. I know I was talking with Shirley yesterday, Mrs. Mel, yes. And she said she didn't know that Mel had it in him to do all this kind of stuff. And she said, my gosh, he has just become a whole new chapter.
Right, you see it in his work. The first he makes some of the birdhouses. Him and my husband make these, and the first little one he came out with, there's just kind of nothing to it, and within 24 hours he came and it had a porch built on it with a little bench and all kinds of stuff. So
it's exciting and stuff. So
it is.
So people can look for these kinds of items and other furniture items, of course, always at the thrift store downtown, and a full selection of thrift store merchandise.
That's right. Yep.
So anything in particular you're looking for as far as needed items that people might want to donate?
Yes, couches and dressers are always high demand. We get multiple calls, if not daily, about dressers. People
really?
Dressers.
Sure, yeah.
Yep, and then couches are always a big item too.
Okay, so the thrift store downtown Detroit Lakes, and you're open Monday through Saturday.
Yeah, Monday through Friday we're open from 10 to 5, and on Saturdays we're open from 10 to 4.
And let's touch base just a bit with the Solid Grounds Coffee Shop. That's a great place to have your coffee in the morning, a mid-morning treat, afternoon, or lunch, of course.
Right, and on Mondays and Tuesdays they have fresh baked pies brought in.
Oh,
every
really?
Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so, and that is located on A Street here in the Industrial Park. Tell us a little bit more about exactly where that's located.
Yep, if you're familiar with the area, we're just up from the set building on 8th Street. If you just go up a few buildings, and they have a pretty sign setting out there, and actually right across the street is where we're at right now, over at the warehouse and the wood shop.
So, well, this is fun. It's kind of fun to see, and like you say, the aroma of the fresh cut wood is just kind of special. It's just kind of, I'm not talented in this area by any means, but it's fun to watch and see and know what all happens and things. And it all comes together for the betterment of the refuge and its operations here in the Detroit Lakes area.
That's right.
So, well, if you can, stop by and shop at the thrift store uptown. If you can, donate, make your donations. If you have something that needs to be picked up, they'd be happy to help you out. And that number to call?
218-844-2240.
Okay, so the Helping Hand Thrift Store, a great part of the whole refuge program, helping people in the Detroit Lakes area just do just a little bit better.
That's right.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.